Welcome to Roll For It. It's a D&D podcast of random monsters and epic adventures.
Each episode, we will roll a D100 to determine which monster we will encounter.
This season, every monster is woven into a tale set at sea. Yarr, matey.
We also level up every episode, so our characters will get to test out cool new magic and abilities as we face tougher challenges.
Whether you're brand new to the game or a D&D veteran, thank you for tuning in to
Roll For It.
Welcome to Roll For It, everybody. This is episode 6.
You have a voice that you use when you say welcome to Roll For It, and it's the only time you use it.
It's like
Welcome to Roll For It. Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the slime guy. You've been slimed.
Yeah. This whole time, I had no idea. That was you.
My name is Jake. I'm the dungeon master, and that means I'm going to control the bad guys and some of the good guys, but not you three. Who are you three?
I'm Lexi, and I play Euphoria. She's a tiefling artificer, and she's on the run. She's on the go, and she's brought her friends. And one of those friends is named Mo.
I wish I could keep rhyming, but I can't. Mo is a tabaxi, and she's trying to sail her way back home. She doesn't like sailing, but she's really good at it. Meow.
Leroy and Kanar. I'm a moon elf. I made my bow and arrows by myself. I like this game, and I play from the heart. And I'm looking for the adventurers, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. So episode 6 means we are level 6. What did everybody get? What's new?
Kanar over here, we got some roving.
Roving just means you're a little faster and you can also swim and climb super fast. Now.
Right, yes.
That's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It's the newer Ranger revision that we thought was pretty cool. What else do we got new at episode 6?
I doubled my expertise in investigation and perception, so nothing gets past Mo anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, that should make you nervous, Lexi.
It does make me nervous. I don't know why. I don't have anything to hide, but I'm a little scared.
What did UA get?
Tool expertise.
Oh, yeah. This episode, we're going to be encountering monster number 45.
That was my roll.
Better be a good one, Lexi.
I hope it doesn't kill me.
Previously on Roll For It, the crew of the Adventurers Mark made a name for themselves, coming to the rescue of a group of diplomats of the great nations of the Southern Isles in the small town of Sylvia. They defeated a herd of ettercaps, big humanoid spider folk, who were preying on the innocent town. They also picked up a new temporary crewmate, Halfling Rollwick, aka Nugget.
I've totally forgot about Nugget and how I killed him, and he's here.
Who is great with a crossbow and has a face partially scarred with acid burns.
God damn it, Lexi.
You guys are nearing the large harbor city of New Undush, Nulnulben, where Nugget has recommended a shipwright who can help apply the upgrades.
What is that name?
Nulnulben?
How do you pick names?
Nulnulben?
No Novin.
I didn't pick it. It was New Undush's harbor city. I don't know
Obviously.
what you're talking about. We're going to Nulnulben of New Undush.
Thank you, Burnt Bill.
I need you to spell the name of that town for me, please.
It's just like it sounds. So Nugget recommended a shipwright there who can help apply the upgrades the Kanar has been wanting to implement. And in the final few hours before you reach the harbor, can I have all of you make a perception check?
Already? 15. I got a 15.
17.
Oh, I got an 8. Don't even look over here.
So Kanar is up sleeping in the crow's nest.
I'm in a trance. Thank you. I'm very proud of my trances.
You're in a not super perceptive trance. The two others of you see way off in the distance, behind you, a large ship approaches. The sails of the ship are a deep red-orange, and they're rippled in a way that resembles large wings. I think I have a picture of it, actually.
They're trying really hard to look evil.
Yeah.
Like Jake went in and typed an evil ship to Google, and that's the one he picked.
Evil D&D ship.
It's quite far back there, maybe like a mile. Like it just came into sight.
I look towards Nugget. Is this a common port that most people go to, or...
Oh, everybody knows Nulnulben.
Okay, so evil people go there too, so
Right,
that's fine.
right.
We're just being paranoid.
Nugget...
You worried about the ship back there?
Yeah, do you recognize it?
So Nugget pulls out a telescope from his navigator's kit. Looks like it's a ship from New Undush. Here, have a look. The figurehead you see is a man's face, sort of, but it's got a lion's mane and its mouth wide open to reveal razor-sharp teeth. And sure enough, the flag up above is the purple flag of New Undush.
Do we have a flag? Are we flying a flag?
We aren't flying any
Is
colors.
that illegal? Is that like not having a license plate?
Do you have anything purple? We
Is
can
it just because I'm purple? You're asking me if I have anything purple. Do you see my
Specifically,
wardrobe? I wear
yes.
mostly black.
Just have UA just go up there. She's purple.
That is so offensive voice in our head. Mo, and she's like hitting her head to get her head to not say rude things. What are other friendly colors, Nugget?
Gamoon's has a blue and white flag. Monrethia.
Burnt Bill. Burnt Bill has a blue and white striped shirt. Give me your shirt.
Red and white, but actually that would work as a Monrethia flag.
I was
if you
going to
do
say,
that.
no. Listen, I think we should fly a Monrethia flag. If we have a Monrethia flag and somebody catches us and wants to take me, I'm already captured by Monrithians, which you could play.
Burnt Bill, give me your shirt.
Please.
Me shirt.
I mean, just your shirt, though. Leave everything else on.
Aye, Captain. He takes his shirt off and hands it to you.
Without being, like, creepy, I just search him for burns. I still don't understand. Are there any burns under that shirt?
He's like got a little bit of gray chest hair. He's got kind of a heavier build.
So he's got, like, a silver fox dad bod. That's how I would classify that. If I was going to, but...
I still see Burnt Bill as Shmee. Like, that's who I see.
He's older than, I think he's past dad bod age, but yeah, his bod is
Grandpa.
It's nice.
Nice.
Thank you for your shirt. Why don't you borrow one from Nugget?
And you guys reach port and pull in, and the ship with the orange sails continues to sail past the port and further to the east.
See, they weren't gonna bug us.
better
we
safe than sorry.
Yes, we have
Captain.
every right to be paranoid.
I was just trying to be positive.
No,
I'm sorry. I
you're
won't do
doing
it again.
great.
You pull in towards the dock, and the first thing you notice are giants walking among the city. A few of them are wearing backpacks, which are transporting a bunch of regular-sized people throughout the city, sort of like
They're
a
like
like
little
a taxi.
giant cabs,
Yeah.
but they're doing it voluntarily, right?
Oh yeah, they seem happy.
Okay.
You can actually hear some of them giving a tour of the city.
They're like tour bus drivers.
You see half a dozen tieflings throughout the crowd.
Kana, do you see all these tieflings?
Have you just never been out of your country to see?
I haven't been out of 2 or 3 castles.
So Nugget says, "I'll show you to the shipwright. They'll fix us up right away."
Okay, but
Right-
Nugget, before we go out, we have to keep a low profile. We don't discuss anything about who we are to anyone.
Understood.
We come in, we get our supplies, we're on our way.
Our baby boy's growing up.
You three saved my life. I'll be as low profile as you want.
And Nugget, if people are staring at you now because of your burns, you just keep your head held high because scars are just a sign of your journey.
Yep.
Quotes.
You know, I haven't really noticed them myself, but
I stare at them all the time.
you guys head to Dacia D's Ship Shape. It's quietly the best shipwright in town kind of place. Tourists wouldn't know about it, but if you know Nul Nulbin, that's where you go to get your ship taken care of.
Okay.
Dacia D's Ship Shape. There's 3 or 4 ships being worked on here, large crews hammering away at them. I know Dacia D myself. We'll go and talk to her. You can run her through your ideas for the ship.
Awesome. Bert Bill, what will you be doing?
I'll be with the ship.
Burnt Bill, I'm really sorry, and I don't want this to stress you out. I know you like routine and consistency, but you cannot stay with the ship today. We're doing some repairs.
Burnt Bill's head nods down just slightly.
Oh no, Burnt Bill.
And he
We're
walks,
gonna have a great
he walks
day.
off into the market with his shirt off. And just,
I'm gonna go with him. You guys stay here. You learn a lot about ships. I'm gonna go make
All
sure
right.
that Burnt Bill has a good day.
and before long, you are looking at Dacia D. She is a human woman, 6 feet tall, and she's looking over a clipboard. And Nugget goes up to her and says, "We're here for some repairs and we're being low profile."
Yes, that's good, Nugget.
Kanar, give her the thing. We've got a lot of work we want done on the ship.
Hello, madam. Here are my plans for the ship. Kanar's holding up his blueprints. We'll need an elevator to the crow's nest, some clockwork oars. If you can do some explosive rounds on the side of the ship, there's something that I would like to do called a freeze ray blast. And we will also
So she
arcane
takes the blueprints
laser
out of your
beams.
hand. Her eyes are just darting all over the pages. All right. Clever tweak here. The plans are solid.
What? I'm here. By the way, hi, Miss.
Do you think all of this is possible within 30 minutes?
You don't have to do it all.
No, it's actually really important that all of this is done.
Cannot.
Especially the
Manners.
glass, please.
Everything averages out to about 80 gold for each upgrade here. And it's going to take about 3 days to put most of this into place.
Let me just go over my notes really quick.
Do you have any money, Kana?
Back at the place that we just saved, they actually rewarded me with some money.
Right. How much do you have?
428?
You only get 5 things. Perhaps we don't have to have an elevator to the crow's nest.
Well, we have the explosive boom booms.
Yes.
We have the freeze ray blast, the clockwork oars,
Yes.
reinforced hole.
Okay.
You know what? I'll let you choose the last upgrade.
Okay, well, what do I have left? Do you have the plans?
We have the danker.
Explain the danker. Is it some way to get really high? Because clearly
It
I
is
like
a
doing that.
donkey foot anchor.
Oh
All right,
my
obviously
God.
you're not
What?
sold on that one.
No, I'm not sold on that
We
one.
have-
Is there another option or is that
I want a Durban Panther mule figurehead in the front. It's very important. I'll put a circle by that one.
So glad we'll have the weirdest ship in port.
This is turning into like a whole episode of like house flippers so fast.
Talk to the boys here. They'll take care of you. And I'm going to go now. I've got a show tonight. This seems like it'll be good.
You have a show tonight? I want to go see the show.
But wherever you want, make it a date.
Oh. I wonder what Mo and Burnt Bill are up to. Segue.
So, Mo and Burnt Bill, you guys are shopping the markets.
So, what do you want to do, Bill?
We could get us a flag, Captain.
Let's get you a shirt.
I like me old shirt, Captain.
This is like a good makeover opportunity. When's the last time you really did anything for yourself, Bill? You take care of everybody else, but who's taking care of Bill?
This is like a Queer Eye episode. We've got a
We really did
ship makeover and wardrobe.
You're gonna pick out a new shirt. I only have 3 gold because I didn't get any of the reward money. Why didn't I get any of the reward money?
I like the white one with the red stripes.
What if we do vertical stripes because it's slimming?
Can I get a haircut?
Yeah, for real.
So you guys spend a couple of nights in the bustling city of Nulnulben. Dacia D is actually very famous in Nuundush for her singing abilities. She said she's got a show later at the Bat Lass, which is the name of the tavern in town. The bartender is a giant, so you have to go up a few flights of stairs, and then the bar is all around this giant who's just standing on the actual ground and serving drinks.
That is so cool.
You basically have a nice little half-weekend vacation before you set back off to sea with your brand new, upgraded Adventurer's Mark.
Has our friendship bond grown?
Yeah, you guys have 10 friend points you can spend on
what are you
specific
talking about?
bonuses.
There's not like
What do you mean, what am I talking about? I just got us 10 friend points.
Yeah. Friendship bracelets cost 2 each.
Yeah.
they're both writing
You
it
have
in
10
their
to
notes.
share. So Nugget has basically said his nation is to the east, so if you guys could keep him on for a few more days and then drop him off at the Gamunzi
I
port.
just feel like the more people we have on board, the more likely we are to be discovered. But also,
I've done a real good job of staying low profile.
Nugget, I don't think you're cute. Okay, this whole little act that you do where you say goofy things, that's my thing. I don't like it. I don't like the competition. But you can stay on the boat because my friends like you, and I'm going to be the bad guy that didn't like Nugget stay.
My mouth was dropped.
I don't think he's authentically cute. I think he's trying too hard to be cute.
I'll try not to be so joyous and
You're doing it right now, Nugget. Get on the ship.
Oh my god.
you guys hit the sea. You're about to open up into the big wide ocean. You're about to leave the wild sea and
Ooh, we've gone far. We will post a picture of the map that we use on Instagram.
yeah,
so that
y'all can have
everyone-
your own adventures in the Southern Isles. So you guys are gonna head east, and you are only a few days off from Mo's village. However, you guys see a ship ahead, and it's got red-orange sails, and they're flying not purple colors anymore, but red and white checkered colors of Monrethia. And it pulls out basically in your path, maybe 1,000 feet ahead.
What the heck?
Fitzmonrithia, they're totally after me. Maybe the best thing to do is that you all evacuate and I just stay.
I'm not evacuating this new ship.
We're
No.
not
Well,
doing
okay,
that.
you're not evacuating the new ship.
Okay, Nugget, get the sails on the way, the burnt bill, clockwork, the oars,
Why would we want to move faster towards
so we
this
can
thing?
go around them.
You think they're just going to
Change
let
the
us go
angle.
around them?
Well, we certainly don't have an advantage to shoot anything at them right now.
What other options do we have?
Parlay.
And you're getting closer and closer as you guys debate.
My voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute with my thaumaturgy.
We invoke the right of parley.
I'm sorry, I had to make a decision.
We're going to get on their boat.
Then we ambush them with swords and some magic.
You have way more confidence in us than I do.
A few seconds later, you guys see an arrow incoming from all the way away in the distance, and the arrow lands right in the deck of the ship with a little piece of paper rolled up and tied onto it.
Okay, weird. There's arrow messages. I walk over and I pick up the arrow. It says, "Who is this?"
Give them my name.
No, don't give it.
I don't
no,
know
just
your last name.
say that you're...
Davina Daxter of the Adventurer's Mark.
Yeah.
About 20 seconds later, after complete silence, another arrow.
I unfold it. Gotcha. Who's got me?
Boosh!
What?
I don't know.
There was a big bush. We should be concerned with the big bush.
What?
Nugget, through his little telescope, is like, "Get down!" A ballista bolt is flying through the air towards you, and it's connected to a chain.
Ugh. Just got the paint done.
And the ship starts to turn in your direction.
Don't we have things that fire on our boat right now?
Yeah, we have an arcane laser beam that can shoot out of Durban Figurehead's
Fire
eyes.
Durbin's arcane laser beams.
Nugget.
Ready, Captain?
You're doing great, Nugget.
Fire! I got a 19.
Ooh. Laser beams come out of Durbin's eyes
Yeah.
and deal 11 damage to this enemy ship. So you guys are heading straight towards each other playing chicken. Two creatures leap off of the deck and take flight.
What? Take flight?
They take flight. What you're looking at are manticores. Lions with manes.
yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
have human-like faces, and they have these leathery red-orange wings.
That's kind of cute. They decorated their ship to look like their pets, like we decorated
They
our
sure
ship to look
did.
like Durbin.
Let's roll initiative.
I rolled a 9.
19.
I rolled a nice 3.
So Mo, the captain of the ship, it's on your turn that your ship is actually going to move.
Real quick, huddle up, huddle up. Are we trying to get on the boat? We're trying to destroy their boat. We don't really have much of a focus.
Let's get rid of those 2 catapult things.
Yeah, the
yes,
ballistas.
destroy those.
Okay, break.
The time for
Right.
diplomacy is over.
Mo pounces up to the steering wheel, and she steers that boat to the left next to the other boat. Burnt Bill, Nugget, get ready to fire the blasty things on the side of the ship.
You guys are close now, and you see the crew on the deck of the other ship. There's about 8 people on board, and the 2 manticores that are flapping towards you.
I get out my short bow, which I have not used this whole campaign. I'm like, oh my god, what? I have a short bow. Where has this been? And she aims at a manticore that is right next to the ship, 30 feet from the ship.
Up and over, so like Pythagorean theorem-wise, it's probably about like 50 feet off.
Ooh, math word.
Mo's not good at math, but she lets go anyway, and she hits it for 9 damage.
All right. The manticore is almost the size of like a horse flying through the air. This arrow hits into one of its back thighs. You see it dip in the wind a little and then come back up.
I'm going to hide behind some barrels so that when it turns around, it doesn't see it was me that shot it.
Okay.
So 18.
So you vanish from this manticore that you just struck as it scans the deck of the ship. It's going to fire spikes from its tail.
What?
2 at Kanar and 1 at Nugget. I rolled a nat 20 on my first
Mother fletcher. That was to Nugget, right?
one. Kanar's going to take 14 piercing
Oof.
damage right in the middle of the chest.
Use the pain. Use the pain, Kanar.
No, it hurts.
Redirect it. Redirect it. How many hit points are you at right now?
I'm pretty good. I'm at 39.
After losing the 14, you're at 39?
Yeah, guys. I don't need to be healed. I'm
God,
not
I'm
dying.
getting old. These kids just bounce back.
So Nugget takes a spike to his shoulder and actually falls down.
Incoming.
Don't be so dramatic about it. He doesn't need to fall down.
Oh my god.
Bill, I need you to protect this little Nugget guy. He's not a fighter.
The captain of the other ship pops up for half a second with a longbow completely drawn back and then fires. This arrow is actually going to hit Burnt Bill, and it just skins past his neck,
Past his neck, though.
cutting into the side of it but not killing him. But ouchies. Yue, this is somebody who was a friend of your father's,
Asshole.
and his name, you recall, was Mirth.
Oh, Mirth.
Classic Mirth.
Stupid name for a stupid person.
Mirth is wearing like a padded leather shirt with an armored shoulder, and he carries a long bow. There's a few other crew members on the other ship, and they're just firing crossbows. They're hitting into the side of the ship. That puts it at Yue's turn.
I'm just seething because I know that these men are here for me. And so I cast one of my tiefling abilities. I push out this darkness from my hands. I cover the bad ship in darkness so they can't see.
All right. This black cloud of smoke spreads around the bow of the enemy ship. Your darkness also completely covers up the ballista on the enemy ship. So
Yeah, strategic. I like it.
As I cast this darkness, I sprint towards Nugget. I get down low with him, and I'm fumbling to get out my long pipe. And I say, Nugget, take some of this. It'll make you feel better. Yay! 9 healing for
Nugget is completely healed by this magic smoke, and it's going to be Kanar's turn next.
I'm going to look at the
There's the 2 manticores.
closest one to do an attack, plus my extra attack.
Was it a 1?
No, they're both 2s.
Oh. Both arrows fly past the target as it barrel rolls past the sails.
And then I'm going to use my movement to hide.
And then Burnt Bill is going to run up and man the ballista, which you guys told him to get on.
Fire!
So the enemy ship has taken 27 damage as this ballista with the newly explosive rounds. You guys actually don't see much of the explosion because it's covered in this blackness. Some wood splinters just fly out towards you.
Nugget duck.
He's ducked with me.
I steer the ship to get closer to their ship.
All right, so your ships are now right next to each other.
She's like, Burn Bill, come here.
Aye, Captain.
1, I need you to steer this ship because I'm not going to be here anymore.
Aye, Captain.
2, I need you to throw me as hard as you can over there, but be really, really quiet about it.
Aye, Captain.
Don't say aye, Captain again.
And then he takes one of the ropes that are on the side of the ship and hands it to you. Best get a running start, Captain.
And I swing over, but I do it so freaking stealthily that I want to land with like no sound at all towards the back of the boat where I can kind of peek over using my little feet paw things to kind of hang there.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Well, that's a nat 20 plus my...
You don't need to add anything.
I
Just
know,
not
but I
funny.
want to. It's 29. I got 29.
That's gnarly. I've
Okay,
never
so
gotten
you
there.
land with
That's cool.
absolutely no sound of impact. Towards the front, you hear all these yells of people trying to figure out where they are from the cloud of darkness. Towards the back, you see 3 crew members are taking aim at your ship. Don't shoot the purple one.
Don't call her purple. I don't see the captain, the guy that she said she knew, right?
Right.
So I
he'd
can
be in
assume
the
he's in the
cloud.
darkness. I want to start crawling that way.
Okay.
I'm crawling behind a barrel, and then to get to the next one, I'm going to do a body roll and just stay hidden.
Sure, so you nat 20 stealth your way all the way into the darkness.
Yeah.
Your vision goes black.
We're in complete darkness now, and so using my imitation skill, I do one of the voices of these very imitatable, dumb-sounding pirate guys.
They have the sailor version of Yue's accent because they're from Monrithia.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Captain, where are you?
Back to your stations, men.
I know where I'm headed on my next turn.
The manticores are up, firing shots.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Kanar, I'm gonna hit you with one more tail spike.
You can try.
I rolled. I rolled with disadvantage because you were taking cover, and I rolled max damage, so 11 more piercing.
Shit.
The other one is going to land right between Nugget, Yue, Kanar, and Durbin at the bow of the ship. And then with his claw, he's going to swipe at Durbin,
No.
Nah, Durbin's okay. He's sturdy now.
completely missing as Durbin leaps to the other side of him. As it turns around, it's going to swing at Yue with a claw. Nat 20.
Fuck me.
That's 2 nat 20s for Jake so far. I'm making up for the spider episode. Talk too soon. So 6 slashing damage.
Oh, thank God. I look at Nugget and I go, move! And I met this girl, Tasha. She's really cool.
Oh, okay.
Like at like an opium lounge or something. Anyways.
An opium lounge?
Yeah, I'm rich. Anyways. She talked to me about this cold brew drink that has acid in it. Essentially, I'm going to push a stream of acid towards this manticore.
So do you drink that stuff normally? then?
Yeah.
cold brew.
You got to build up a tolerance.
Yeah, I have a tolerance to it.
Straight acid.
All right, roll your damage for Tasha's caustic brew.
Plus my, what is that called?
Alchemical 7?
I hate that word. Can we? AS.
You called it ass in the last
Yes,
episode.
we call it an AS. So I got 11.
The acid burns into its side and into its shoulder.
And I bring out my combat corgi. I roll him out like a Pokemon.
Nice.
And Pika Pika. Daxter, go bite him.
So that's going to be enough for that bite to hit as
Nice.
Daxter, the armored corgi homunculus servant, runs up and takes a big bite out of this manticore's forearm.
It's more like a nibble.
A
'cause,
small bite out of this manticore's
like
forearm.
maybe like his tooth like scratched him because it was a 1. On his movement, he comes back towards me and hides behind my legs.
Kanar, you're up next.
He has 2 arrows locked in. He's following this flying manticore, and he releases. And as he releases, he screams out, "Hail of thorns!"
Jesus.
And it just turns into these thorns that rains down, doing 30 damage.
Wow.
Damn,
Paid
dude.
in full plus interest, boy.
He does get a saving throw, but I rolled another nat 1. So the 2 main ones strike him right in the chest, and then like all the extras are hitting him in the legs and piercing through his wings. And it is bloodied, at least half of its hit points missing. All right, so the ships now are no longer right next to each other. Burnt Bill has pulled ahead, and the other ship has gone the other way. Nugget is going to pick his crossbow back up and take a shot at the manticore that's right on deck with him. Shit!
Nugget, reload the explosive rounds.
Aye, Kanar! And he's sort of in panic mode, looking around every direction, but he runs over to the ballista and starts fixing it back up.
Awesome.
And then it's Mo's turn.
Okay.
Mo, you are in darkness.
I've heard now what direction the captain is in. So Mo is doing her best to just skate around everybody so they really don't know that she's there, and she wants to get right up behind this captain. 23.
Ooh, okay. As you're following the sound of his voice, Max, kill whatever you see. Leo, get the girl. You come to a person who you think is Captain Mirth of this ship.
I'm like skeptical because you said who I think, but also I got a 23. So if it's not him, I'm going to be upset with you.
They're all bad guys.
I know, but I want him. I'm going to throw my arm around his neck with my dagger. So my dagger's to his neck, and I'm going to whisper into his ear. Don't scream, but call off your men.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay, so 13.
He headbutts you and grabs at your arm.
I take my free hand and I put all 5 of my claws into his back so that I have a grip on him and also like, ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make your attack roll with advantage.
So 13 damage and I have a grip into his back. Like he can't run right now.
So I'm going to let you try and make a grapple in addition to that.
With 19.
Ooh, and I rolled an 18, so he can't wiggle free of you.
Nice.
So we're going to go back over to Max and Leo, the manticores. Maximilian is the one that's on deck. He sees Kanar shoot his buddy,
Yeah, that's right.
and he's going to leap over and try to bite Kanar.
You can try.
I love how you always say that. Like, I know I can. I am trying. So you catch him with your bow and deflect him out of your way.
Get off me.
But he turns back around and is going to swipe at you with a claw.
You can try.
21 this time.
Oh, he succeeded.
right.
All right, so you take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Leo is actually going to perch on the crow's nest of the ship.
Does this thing have the audacity to land in Kanar's bedroom?
Oh my god.
Wow.
He made a mistake.
He's
Mistake.
pooping too.
Yeah.
You
Big mistake.
pooped in your bed, dude.
Big mistake.
He's going to shoot 3 spikes at Burnt Bill. He's hit right in the gut, stumbles backwards, and drops to one knee. Some blood spills
Oh my god.
from his hand
What does
and
he?
onto
What
the
does he
deck.
say?
Not in his new shirt. We just bought that shirt.
Not my new shirt.
Yeah.
I die with the ship.
If you kill Burnt Bill right now,
It wasn't
and
me.
Mo's not even there to say goodbye.
It was Leo. Okay, Mirth's turn, who is in the fight with Mo right now. He's got one hand around yours, and he's got your claws in his back. He's going to reach down to his side, draw out a short sword, and try and stab you while you're behind him. 14 to hit you.
My armor class is 14.
You take 6 slashing damage.
Mo does not make a noise. She's really trying not to draw attention. I'm going to say to him really quietly, I wouldn't do that, sir. You are surrounded by my men right now. It is in your best interest to call off your men.
Okay, so now you're getting that deception check involved here.
Hells yeah, I'm doing deception because I'm not very intimidating.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
5, but then I have plus 8 deception.
Men, on me! You hear the approaching of feet around you. Back aboard the Adventurer's Mark, it's UA's turn.
UA is going to look around and notice that Mo isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, that cat. God, okay, we have to evaluate the situation.
Kanar's just tumbling in the background
Nugget's
with
like-
the manticore.
It's real Guardians of the Galaxy. She's being
Yeah.
Groot right now.
Burnt
She's
Bill
like-
is bleeding on the deck.
You need to heal Burnt Bill.
I don't have time to heal Burnt Bill.
If he dies, Mo's never gonna talk to you again.
It's not my fault.
And by Mo,
that
I mean
he's
Kelsey.
gonna die.
Kelsey's never gonna talk to you again, Lexi.
God. I take one of my arrows that I continuously steal from Kanar that he hasn't noticed yet, or maybe he
Great.
just thinks he's giving them to me, and I make it streak toward my target with a spray of acid, and that target's gonna be that meerkat thing.
The manticore.
It's
The one
close.
that's
Some
on deck.
meerkat thing.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20.
All right, that's going to be a whole ton of damage there for that Melf's acid arrow. Go ahead and start rolling. So it's going to take 4d4 acid immediately and more at the end of its next turn. But you critted, so it's actually going to take 8d4 of damage.
Boom, meerkat.
Kanar, you look over and see some of the acid is just burning through the deck of the ship.
I'm sorry, Kanar. I'm kind of destroying your ship. I'll get it fixed.
I'm still focused on the Manticore perched up. Poison arrows whilst doing Hail of Thorns.
Whilst.
Yo, nat 20, baby!
So what was the total damage?
9.
Worst crit ever.
Take that, you Manticore.
But on the bright side,
Paralyzed.
yeah, he is. And he's up in a pretty awkward spot to become paralyzed. Its muscles tense up and it starts to fall and tumble forward all the way down to the deck. You can tell it's alive by one of its eyes twitching as it's just
It always makes me sad when they get like this.
It's
Like
just
I want him to die.
crushed
and then-
into the deck and frozen in place. Nugget wheels around the ballista at the enemy ship, but he's gonna miss.
Nugget, reload it. Get it ready again.
On it. Sorry about that. Mo's turn. So you're still holding tight. You know where your guy is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people sort of all around. You can hear by the sounds of them bumping into each other and metal.
Yeah, he pissed me off. I'm gonna just slit his throat.
Okay, make an attack roll with your dagger. I'll give you advantage because you're grappled.
Well, that's a nat 20, so I don't need the advantage.
Oh, shit. Double
Crit,
your
crit, crit.
sneak attack damage.
For UA! But in her head, because she doesn't want everyone to know where she is.
Yue would have liked it.
I liked it.
Okay, so I'm no Kanar, but I got 17.
Okay,
Eh?
okay.
It's like a
Yeah.
half, half
Yeah.
Kanar.
When Kanar critted, he only got like 8 damage, actually.
Hey, well, let's talk about that first hit when I did 30, all right? Without the crit.
Guess you should have called off your man, bub.
He's not going to die, but you stab it like right into his chest next to his jugular area. He is bloodied, which you can't really tell because you can't see shit.
I have him grappled, so can I start dragging him like half speed?
Yeah, sure, you can try and pull him along with
She
you.
runs for the boat.
Ooh, okay, so you hit the edge towards where your ship was. Do you want to fall over it?
Yeah, and I also want to just toss him ahead of me. Like, I want him to
Okay.
get on the ship more than me.
All right, you launch him over your head as much as you can as you fall overboard, and as you blink out of the darkness, you see that your ship is actually about 40 feet in the other direction at this point.
What?
So the two of
Okay.
you splash down into the water. You see him now just glaring at you.
You Kanar! I got the captain, but can you come get me? Because I'm really wet.
Burnt Bill struggles up and grabs the mast. I'm coming for you, Captain.
Oh.
Because
We're
Uh,
sad to be friends.
And then the captain at the same time is going to say, Max, come get me. Max is covered in acid and is going to take flight. Max is going to jump into the salt water.
probably hurts.
Yeah, it probably hurts for what, 2d4 damage?
7.
This poor Max. He's still alive. He's in the water. Leo, on the other hand, is going to try to end the paralysis on his turn. He's going to roll up to his feet and back away. That puts it at Yue.
As my bonus action, I'm gonna heal BB. Burnt Bill gets 10 healing.
All right, so Burnt Bill's stomach wound closes over as he pulls the spike out of it.
And then I look at Mo and I look at the freeze ray button and I hit the freeze ray button and
The freeze ray. What does the freeze ray button look
yeah,
like?
what does it sound like?
It rumbles first, like it's like a little soda pop, and then it bursts open into a brilliant blue light as it shoots the ocean.
Basically, this weaponized ray of frost times 5 shoots out the back of the ship, lurching the ship forward, but also creating this area of ice behind.
I grab one of the ropes that's like hanging off the, there's just ropes everywhere on a boat, I assume.
Yeah, there's lots
And
of
I swing off and I start running on the ice that's being, like, as it's being made.
So you just land on like some snow and you run your way
I like ice
on
skate,
the ocean.
yeah.
Everybody caught within like a 40-foot line back from the ship. Mirth, Mo, and Maximilian the Manticore. So they're all going to be caught in this ice and take 4d8 cold damage.
17.
Everybody's still alive. Max is barely alive. Mirth is barely alive. Mo, how you doing?
I'm bloodied.
The 3 of you are stuck, and it's going to be Kanar's turn now.
I tell Durbin to pounce onto the Manticore.
The claw hits.
Is this thing dead?
Durbin runs up and claws Leo,
Right in the jugular. Right in the
Oof.
jugular.
and Leo slumps over to the side and hits into the wood, completely still.
I'm jumping off to get to Mo. I do a Superman dive off the ship. Right before impact, I tuck into a front flip and land in superhero pose. And I land on the snowy ice now, and I'm going to dash. Doubles my movement, so it goes from 35 to 70. So I'm there.
Oh.
And I make an attempt to pull her out of the ice.
Okay. You almost slip, Kanar, doing it,
Yeah.
but you're able to lift her out of the ice. The enemy ship is starting to turn around, and you guys look back and you see Burnt Bill is also starting to turn around. And now you have the captain and the final of the 2 Manticores at your mercy, basically, on the ice here.
Mo's just like shivering, and she says, Kanar, I'm really glad that you made your ship upgrades because the ice was a good idea, even though it got me, and I am sorry I said it was dumb.
Kanar takes off his cloak, wraps it around Mo. Go get warm.
Hell no, I want to know who this guy is. Is Yue here yet?
Yue's
I
here.
kind of catch up and I'm like, Jesus, we need to run more and less in heels. And I take out my little Mo knife and I'm still calling it my Mo knife.
Yeah, Mo does not like that still.
And I'm pointing it at Mirth. How did you find me? You piece of shit.
Mo's just bopping up behind Yue like a hype girl. She's like, yeah, you piece of shit.
Blood is still just
yeah.
dripping off of Mo.
He's in the ice, shivering. He's got this frozen, long, curly brown hair.
What is he? Is he a human?
He's human.
Yeah.
It's from basic-ass Monrethia.
Ugh.
We just followed the trail of destruction. You people have made yourselves quite famous on these waters.
We don't even tell people our names.
Yeah, buddy, you got the wrong ship. We only went to one port.
Yeah, we saved the town. Destruction.
We knew where you'd been, and we charted your course and guessed on where you were heading next, to the east. What we know about you is your company. Everybody knows about the stray cat and the carpenter.
Stray cat. I kind of like that. Did Kanar get a name?
I'm the carpenter.
The carpenter from the elvish village of Saida. The crown's best man is on his way there now.
I look to Canard.
My sister's still there.
And the horned demon King Keller. You're the world's most famous villain.
Oh, I'm the bad guy, you piece of scum. You don't think I remember you and the things you've done. Now, I'm just deciding your fate. Does it end now, or do I send you in little pieces to my father?
She's crazy. She's crazy.
I'm crazy. I'm wild. Yeah, tell me one more time. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
she's a
crazy.
psycho. She's crazy.
I'm
Look at her.
crazy. I put my boot on his chest. Or do I take your soul and never let it rest and put it in this tiny little charm bracelet?
I don't know, Yue.
Let me have my moment. You can feel morality in a minute. You know exactly who killed the king. So if you're going to play this game, then you better start playing well. And I take my knife and I slice his throat. And then I crack open my little bracelet that I've been wearing, that I've been making.
It's like a metallic bracelet and it has little charms on it. These flowers before they bloom.
So this metal flower on your bracelet opens up as the life leaves Mirth's eyes, but his screams continue.
From his neck, it just like takes his soul and it goes inside my little bracelet.
The flower closes back up and it's silent.
Did that really happen?
The 2 ships have come back around now, so you're like in the middle of them on this little patch of ice floating in the ocean.
Just to send a message, Kanar eyes the rest of the crew on the ship, and he just brings his bow and arrows out, and he aims it at the other Manticore for good measure, and just releases the bow right into its head.
And that was the end of Leo, the Manticore.
Holy moly. You guys guys are crazy.
And I look at the other crew on the ship. Tell your king everything you've seen today. And then I walk away and I'm like, boom, boom, pow. Mo, what are you doing?
I don't know. Mo just turns to the crew and pulls her pants down and moons them.
Classic.
Classic.
And then
Butts.
makes her way back to the ship.
The stray cat, the carpenter, and the demon
Sorry, your name's so lame.
get back aboard
We got some cool ones.
the adventurer's
Yeah, the
mark.
stray cat is so cool.
For real.
You've got a soul on your bracelet as you hop back onto the ship.
Well, guys, Kanar,
We have to go to Saida.
I know who they're sending. He's going to get there before we do, unless we move very fast. So we have to leave now.
do you think that your people can take on the army of Monrethia if it comes to that?
We have archers. We have fighters. If we can get there first, we can warn them and help prepare them for what's to come.
Mo,
Yeah.
may I speak to you in private?
Yeah.
If it comes to it at Cider, I will give myself up for that boy and his family. And when I do, I need you to take my wish. And I need you to end the rule of the king. Please.
This whole thing, they're sending their top naval captains after you now. Like, I need to know what he did.
This new king is my father.
Sir Princess.
No, not necessarily. My mother was a demon, and she used a glamour to disguise herself as his wife, and got away with it for a while until she was pregnant, and it spawned me, and she left me alone with a monster, worse than any demon I understand. And I won't get into the technicalities of his abuse and immorality, but a kind king, the one I've talked to you about, helped me, and my father didn't like that. So my father gathered troops to overthrow the king and kill him. And what you're seeing is blame on his demon-spawned child. But I didn't kill anyone before joining your fine bunch.
I think Mo's a little shell-shocked. I'm sorry, Yue.
That's the first time anybody said that. Thank you.
We like you, Kanar and I, and you're not going to give yourself up. And we're not going to let Kanar's family get hurt.
Right, but if it comes to it, I need you to promise me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. But can you promise me something?
All right.
I don't know how I feel about that charm bracelet because all you're doing is keeping bad guys close to you. Think about letting them go, not for them, but for you.
I'll keep it in the back of my brain. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Bill. I think he's really upset about his shirt. I'm gonna go see if I can get the stain out. Mo goes up from the captain's quarters where they're talking and says, "All right, set sail and Burnt Bill, come here. I'm gonna use a tide stick."
Alright. How's everybody's characters feeling at the end of episode 6?
Mo is starting to feel a little conflicted because she's like 3 days from home, which is all she wants. But now, like, she's attached to these people that she didn't ever want to be attached to. And now she is at the brink of war with one of the biggest nations in the area, and her friend's family is going to get murdered, and it's just a lot bigger than she originally wanted. So she's freaked out, but I think at least having the information and knowing more of the story is comforting.
Kanar is proud of the ship that was built. It
Yeah.
definitely helped in this episode.
Yes.
And then they immediately got a lot of damage done to it. But now he's kind of just focused on getting back to his family to make sure they're okay and protect them. So the moment that came up, it's like, to get the wishes, that's totally out of the window because he needs to go home for his sister. And he was really pissed at that Manicore for jamming a spike through his chest, but it got his. And it's still on the ship, by the way. I don't know if we could
Kanar's
probably
gonna
use
make
it for
something
Bill's
out of
gotta
that.
eat.
Yeah. No,
Manticore probably tastes pretty good.
I'm sure. We all gotta eat.
Yue, what's up?
She feels horrible. Like, straight up, she feels so bad that her path intertwined with these two. You know, it didn't have to be this way. She's thought so deeply about giving herself up. And if things don't go well, she definitely will, because she truly loves both of these people.
Okay, bye. Thank you for listening.
Thanks so much for listening to episode 6. We are getting close, folks. Let's see what happens to these people.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Nothing good.